Alrighty, I'm just doing the usual links and I'll be right with everyone. My lungs are mostly gunk free, so I might occasionally cough, so sorry about that. But yeah, I'll just finish those links off and I'll be right with everyone. Hey Nick, good evening to you too. Just give you a quick shout out. Yep, literally streaming earlier today, doing some prep work for your next tabletop RPG campaign, which for all as I am, I already signed up for. And don't worry, I will get my character rolled for it. No rush? Okay, cool. I'll get it rolled in 1 to 3 business days then. Touched a few screws on my mic. Okay. Hello, hello. Feels like it's been a while since I wore my tiefling cosplay, so feels nice to be wearing it again. Even if I didn't have time to brush my hair, apparently. Anyway, hope everyone's had a good weekend, unless you like me in work weekends, in which case I hope your days off are on the horizon. I've got Wednesday, Thursday off, as I normally do, but in between that is an evening shift tomorrow, and I think it's just like a safety inspection for my flat, because there's a lot of student flats about, so they generally just look at them all around Easter, check if there's any maintenance, even though I'm renting as a professional. Which, you know, that's just life in a university town. Anyways, yep. I'm just saying a lot, so I think I might as well just hop over to the stream proper. I was at work this morning, so I spent most of my free time before now napping. But I have started work on a wig for a project Keith is doing, which is basically just going to be pre-recorded and edited. So that's going to be fun. I'm just making a wig for my character for that. Or rather, I'm restyling my blue one, which is itself somewhat customised. But yeah, that's going to be just some practice styling, which will be fun. Let's see. Everything should be already hooked up. Okay. Hello, Camelot software planning. So when I first launched it, I think it didn't do the title screen, it just went straight to the save file create and gave me the option to import my data. Which, to be fair, I think the original game also did. Oh yeah, so I never actually did it, but basically there was a sort of like a link cable battle option where you could fight another player's party with your party, which was kind of interesting for a single player RPG. Anyway, last left off, we left off at the end of the last game. We're now playing as the, not sort of the evil party, but like the party that was hanging about with the villains. Keep forgetting the sprite has a little blink. So now we're playing as Felix. Last seen saying he actually wanted to light the alchemical well, light the towers and bring that back the power of alchemy for reasons. This is really using, because the Game Boy Advance had a lot more colours available to it. It's really sort of doing a lot of half pixels. That's basically when the shape of a sprite doesn't change much, but the colour of the pixels changes, just to give you a slight bit of movement. So you can see all these nice little idle animations. So we've got the blinks, but you've also got like the little nods, which this game uses very prominently. Like I've always said, I don't nod because I was assigned male at birth. I nod because of Golden Sun, and you know, JRPGs in general, because I guess it's just a nice little gesture to give a character. But I digress. I've just been sitting here looking at this for like, what, 3 minutes? Empty mind, empty body, but clearing my thoughts I can ascend. Ugh, I was so close. I can't believe I didn't make it. I'm so consumed with frustration that I can't clear my thoughts. Wasn't that a catch-22? He went in before me? What nonsense. Wait, I guess I ought to be supportive and hope for success. There's no way I'm rooting for that loser. Choke, fail the test, then I'll get my chance. Yeah, I don't think this is a very healthy academic environment. These rocks are different colours to everything else. Can I do something to them? Oh yeah, so last session I acquired Pound. Okay, they're throwing mimics at us right from the get-go. I'm only slightly angry. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. I guess you could say I am fuming. Okay, that wasn't too bad. And I got a game ticket, implying there'll be uses for them in this game. cave we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. Pardon me. Oh, there's a guy. It seems I may have not been ready after all. I should start my meditations over again. Is it really possible for anyone to pass this test? Maybe if they cheat? Okay, yeah, I can hop over these pillars, but... oh no, that's the entire point of damage. Oh, a gin. Looks like I'll need some sort of line hooking magic to get to it. So, are any of these pillars movable? I'm not entirely sure I was facing the right way. Nope, guess I can't move that. Can't move that. Hey Nellis! Schedule changed since tax season's over, so now you have Wednesdays off. Swings and roundabouts. That's good. Well, as long as you're happy in your work, I guess. How's your weekend? Yeah, let's go for that. What am I missing? Nellis, phone BS still ongoing. New info suggests it's not malware. The salesman who sold you the phone wrong. Something about prepaid phone but postpaid plan. Yeah, I don't even know what the heck that means. Okay, I can just walk through this. That's something. You just have a family outing to go see your old neighbourhood and get seafood. That sounds nice. So, do you used to live near the coast then? Obviously I live on an island, but I've always lived in landlocked areas. Okay, progress. You don't know. Most of Florida is coast. Not on it, say, but not far. Okay. Oh yeah, I suppose it's America's Wang, as they call it. Then again, I'm not entirely sure how big it is compared to the United Kingdom. I know quite a lot of American states are significantly larger than the entire island of Great Britain. Okay, we have a waterfall, wherever it may take me. You also have D&D, yes. Flashback episode to buy you time to figure out how the party's going to survive re-entering hell through non-controlled territory. Nice. My Pathfinder game had some setbacks in the player. Well, there's basically some confusion with the scheduling, and one player actually found his he'd lost his character sheet, or rather, the data had disappeared from the app he used. And everyone was levelling up, so long story short, it didn't happen. But I do have a nice post-it note on what I'm planning to do for the next session, so all I'll say is try not to talk too much when the GM's listening. And Gemma leveled up. Okay, we have a puzzle. Oh. Okay. So this is all about maneuvering. Somewhere where something can happen. Do I need to heal? Yeah, it should be okay for now. Okay, what does this do then? It stops the jets of steam, I guess. Wait, I wonder, does this go higher when it's... Ah! Okay, so, yeah, when one of them's covered, it goes higher. What's the mysterious card do then? equip to change your class. So this is something that comes up way more in this in the second game. But basically, you can change their class by equipping items, which gives you unique synergy. Okay, so avoid encounter fewer monsters. Interesting. No less gamers love a water level pressure puzzle, unrelated to D&D. Yep, if there's any puzzle everyone loves, it's the water puzzles, you know. When I first played this, I think there was one, well, not this previous game, there was actually one puzzle which involved pushing a thing for so long, it basically advised you to grab a snack and just hold down the button. Hey Neogets, how's it going? Do you want a shout out? I think you've been streaming quite a bit of Slime Rancher 2 lately. Sure, you set up the shout out command tonight. Nice. Cool. Thank you, Nihilus. So you're going to be able to shout out other people then? That's cool. I guess having a Nightbot or some other bot set up to do shout outs is like a rite of passage. Even with you know, Twitch offering integrated shoutouts now. Now you need to set up lots of other Nightbot fun. Oh yeah, you definitely need a quote bot. Everyone loves a good quote bot. Okay, I need to do that from the other side then. Intriguing. Does it shut off eventually? Notice. Activating the quote bot. Random quote number 1075. D&D mummies are basically baby's first lich. I mean, it's true, isn't it? Level up. Can I just push it? There we go. And now it's powerless to stop me. Call me a Victorian crumpet because I've conquered Steam. Okay, I should have just hopped. Unless you set up some Nightbot fun on your channel ages ago, you haven't streamed in years and barely did it when you did. So you think it's going to be a while till it pays off if it ever does? Yep, at least it's set up. Oh hey, we're back here. Note to self, come back when I've got whatever lets me tie up rope like that, I guess. Extinguish your desire and the fire will cool. Empty your mind and you'll feel no pain. Why? Ow. Did that damage me? No. Or I can just move it telekinetically. Neo, you just need to set up the quote system, so now you need to start saying silly memorable things. Oh, all you need to do is just start being silly and memorable. I try to be silly and forgettable myself. You really take the pressure off, you know? Wait, that's weird. Alright, it's precarious, silly me. I should probably save. Okay, and there's some angry monkeys here. What have they been eating? Oh no. You know what? They probably, been, you know, sneaking out and pacing roundabouts, you know. Neo, too much silver in their diets. Oh yeah. They've definitely been eating that colloidal silver. Got their cyanosis. Okay, they're not that bad. Beat dance. Ooh, its attack's going up. Well. Let's do some summoning. Nillis, dressing up in full tiefling every week seems somewhat self-sabotaging for that. No comment. How dare it? How dare it heal? That shouldn't be allowed. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I got a nut. Ooh, and a ladder. Neo, you're firmly of the opinion that enemies healing is always cheating? Yeah. Notice for a second you thought it was evolving, you couldn't say why. Yeah, I guess I could see that. Like, the disintegration animation could look like it's changing somehow. You have passed a very difficult test. You have pleased your teacher. Wait, you're not one of my students. Who are you? How did you come this far? Oh yes, how indeed? The rope is still on the floor. You must have come through the cave. That means I must give you the secret of Lash. Master Poi, you seem perturbed. Oh no, not at all. Brioche, am I imagining it, or does he seem perturbed? Yep, he seems perturbed.
I'm not perturbed, merely surprised.
Remind me, what's the actual definition of perturbed? Sorry for that. Nillis, how did we?
Kronk? Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense. What is this lash you mentioned a moment ago? Lash is a sacred power, passed down for years to the followers of this temple. A sacred power? And it's called Lash, you say? And now I must pass it on to you. It is our way.
Nillis, it's when you turn the burner on under a kettle. Is it? I thought it was when you had a large amount of ginger ale.
It is a gift given to all those who pass the test, as it has been for ages. What type of power is this lash? Allow me to show you. Lash looks quite a bit like psi energy, doesn't it? Psi energy, we call it spiritual strength, but it seems the same. This technique uses the spiritual to affect the physical. One with a strong spirit can lift and move a heavy objects farther. The distance changes with your level of power? Fascinating. Those who cannot pass this cave's trial are not worthy of the technique. Brioche, do you think this cave was designed to test one's control over psi energy?
Yep.
Yes. Well done, old man. Who are you calling old? Who are you calling an old man? You're no spring chicken yourself?
Nillis, you'd ordinarily try to keep the bit going, but you don't get the ginger ale bit. Basically, there was some there was like some old children's novels which were also adapted into TV shows and the like, called The Famous Five. Like sort of early 20th century sort of deal. And basically, one of their catchphrases was that they had lashings of ginger ale. I think it actually gets referenced in Bakura's dialogue in Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged at one point. But obviously that's a reference. Oh, no, not the perturbed bit. Oh, perturbed. Yeah, I see what you mean now.
I wondered if it would be right to allow an outsider to use this power. You're not going to teach us?
Oh yes, the power to pick up a small object and move it slightly. Truly world-ending.
Because I like you, so I will let you learn our secret. Please follow me. Take the power of Lash. It is yours now.
What's he thinking?
Ho, I feel the strength of your spirit flowing towards me. Splendid.
I do like this, characters with some sort of power themselves can tell when you're trying to read their mind. Nillis, anyway, web search gets agitated, disturbed, troubled, thrown into a state of agitated confusion. Okay, that makes sense then.
This is the power and the secret of our temple. If you are worthy, you will use this with ease. When you see a rope, use Lash on it. Perhaps you'll find this useful on your travels. Take this power with you and do good.
Brioche got the Lash Pebble.
I hope that someday my students will be worthy of this honour too.
Okay, so wrong lesson. Equip the Lash Pebble and Jenna knows Lash. Let's go get that gin.
If you wish to practice, these caves will hold a place of interest to you.
Okay, so yeah, I can't remember how far back that gin was, but it wasn't too far back. And then I can also go get that treasure chest. There we go. Now that's probably pretty much literally just disturb with an infinitely different root meaning thing. Maybe both prefixes mean the same thing but come from different languages. Maybe. Actually no, I think perturbed and disturbed might actually have separate etymologies. But don't quote me on that. Okay, we're fighting this one. Okay, I don't think we've got any water ones, but... Sheep found the Mercury Gin Fog. Okay, that's going to give her some different magic, so we won't do that for now. We won't use retreat, we'll go back and just investigate the normal exit. I wonder if I can do it from this end. No. Oh, I completely forgot to shut down that pole. Sorry about that. Whee! Exactly. Oh dear, what pole crime is this?
You're the ones who passed the test?
Yep.
Wow, can't believe it. You monks, where'd you study? The master seems so disappointed that someone passed the test. I think it was just that none of his students can do it yet. When I woke, I learned that someone else had passed my test. How disgraceful. Before I passed out, I saw something. Some sort of cute little monster. Was I delirious? I hear that someone passed the test. No matter though. I'm here to improve myself, to meditate, not show off. I knew it. It should have been me taking that test.
No, it's important to vote in every election, even if you missed it. Pardon me? Well, we've got a new thing. Let's do the things. So yeah, I need to head up north. Notice, go home, map camera, you're drunk or possibly over-caffeinated, hard to say. Yeah, it's definitely shaking a bit. Don't know what's causing that. Let's just have a quick pop into the inn. Notice when it seems that BisectedBrioche becomes a Minecraft character. And back to full health again. Just the way I like it. Anywho, before we do anything else, let's just sell off some of the excess gear. Let's rescue this child. Actually, no, let's go back to the plateau. Oh god, we'll rescue the child first.
Excellent work, Brioche.
Hey, the rope. Awesome, Ricky. Way to go. Who are you?
We're just passing through.
How come you threw me the rope?
We heard that you needed some assistance.
Well, whatever. Thanks anyway. Hey, Tavi. How'd you get down from there? These guys threw me the rope. Really? These grown-ups? Well, whatever. Now we can go nab that critter we saw. There's a gin here. What? What is it? Little guy's so fast I can't catch him. Do you think we could catch him together? Yeah. Except every time I'm about to grab him, he flies off. So I guess it wouldn't matter if we work together or not. Yeah, I guess not. Well, that's too bad. Hey, I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten since before I got stuck. Yeah, same here. My stomach's growling up a storm. Let's go home, Ricky. Sounds good, Tavi.
They're gone? Well, it was good of you to help them. We should be going too.
As soon as I go catch this gin. And or tonic. way down. Oh, well, I guess it. Just keep chasing it until it runs out of room. Zoom. Okay, it went that away. Splish Bosh. If I push this up here, it can't run away. Got you now. Hey Icky, gonna try and nap before D&D, but hi. Can we get a shout out for Icky? How's the weekend? Okay, I think we need to come back here with a Mercury Adept. Your weekend was chill? Today wasn't any busy? Pet a cat though? Heck yeah, pet kitty. Oh yeah, what does that Jin's ability do? Restore HP quickly. Heck yeah. Never know when you need a bit of healing. This looks important. Maybe I'll have to come back with reveal or something. Did I have a good Saturday and Sunday? May have involved work time? Yeah, work was okay. I was getting misgendered a heck of a lot on Saturday for some reason. Like, I ordered takeaway and the guy who delivered it just kept calling me sir. And he kept doing it even when I just sort of basically said don't call me sir without further clarifying it, and he just pretended not to understand. So I think he was just being an arsehole. Hey Maxting, you hate it when that happens. Yeah. Yeah, bad driver. Okay, there has to be a reason that's there. There's no way I can actually move it. Because even if I use the move energy, the only place I could possibly stand is right in front, which is the only place it could be moved to. Maxting, sometimes you really make a point of grilling them on it because they're often too cowardly to keep, so if they start taking them you start taking them to task for it. But sometimes you don't have the energy or don't feel safe enough. Yeah. To be honest, the guy I did read as one of those people who are kind of dicks about being delivery drivers. Like, yeah, it's not a glamorous job, but you know, just I always prepay my tips anyway, because if someone's delivering food, they deserve a tip. So, and I'll keep doing that anyway, but really kind of annoying. It's like, he didn't even bother to come to my flat. He just sort of waited around the road and then called me and told me to come out. Yeah, I don't think you can get refunds on tips. I do know Deliveroo does very specifically, doesn't, you know, keep the tip or anything, it goes straight to the driver. But you never know. I don't know, maybe I should start doing cash tips as well. I mean, to be honest, I kind of like it if I could give a tip up front, but also offer an additional tip, you know, afterwards if I really thought they did well. But, I don't know. Maxine, your wife is snoring very cutely. Ah. Unfortunately, it's vastly more practical to tip on card. Yeah, to be fair, I'm not entirely sure I even have cash on me anymore. Like, the last time I had cash was when I got my hair done. Pound. Trying to remember where that chest was. To be fair, I think it was further in. Yep, I definitely remember a treasure chest with a rope. I'm a fool, a chair, and a clown. mini goblin is what happens when the House of Mouse has a pajama day. Okay, I'm going to switch to using the D-pad. It's not as comfortable as the thumb stick, but it's a heck of a lot less likely to slip. Oh, there it is. Let's see what we got here. Okay, all that just for a nut. Maybe I was supposed to come here second. Nice that if an enemy gets killed, you the characters automatically defend. Plus, you know, I kind of feel like in this series, defending actually does something. Some of those battles there really ought to be an auto battle button. Yeah, I mean it was nice in Breath of Fire, but to be fair, I think this spreads out its random battles a lot better. Like, it was designed for the Game Boy Advance, so battles taking a long time didn't matter too much, especially since it had a sleep mode. Okay, I think I can just retreat. And let's head back to the town to see if getting those 2 kids home has done anything. mean, I'm also going to say that this game doesn't really have too much grinding, and you've got the run option, so... Maxting. Shouldn't we stop and have a treat? But we already had a treat. Yeah, what about retreat? She hasn't heard of retreat. Retreat is when you get a really good entry in the Resident Evil franchise. Oh, speaking of, apparently Spear Hunter was in some big media channels Resident Evil coverage, and Usual Suspects got really mad about it, which is kind of weird because like she's basically the OG Resident Evil YouTuber. You're dancing. You weren't watching, were you? I was just practicing for the show we're putting on tonight. Putting on shows instead of serving good food is fine, I guess. But weren't stories about sea dragons make people think of seafood? I was just practicing. It's part of our dinner show for guests. You know, because we don't actually have any good food for dinner. Shoot, what was my first line? On to the palace of the Dragon King. The Dread Pirate Briggs was captured in Madra. If that guy was free, you could bet he'd be coming after our village. Those two losers are back home now, we've seen their snags. Tavi and Ricky are back home, safe and sound. They stopped by to say hello on their way. What nice kids. Let me tell you, kids are a lot of work. If they're not out there getting in trouble, they're inside and they're eating. He stays outside until he's absolutely famished, and would it have hurt to let us know where he was going? My Ricky is mommy's little monster. Just look at how he eats. Dad was so mad that we were late. He said, no dinner for you, and I was like, whatever. I still want to catch that monster. We're still going back there tomorrow. Bad news for you, kid. Damn that Ricky. Oh, I'm glad he's home though. He's so cute when he's stuffing his face. No, let's something Rainforest Cafe. Wait, no, medieval times. Maxting. Reminds you of Min-May's family restaurant in Macross. The food isn't really better, but folks come in to be treated and waited on. Yep, sometimes good service makes all the difference. Our little one's finally come home. I don't know where he got to for all that time. I guess Ricky next door made it home too. These two are just inseparable. Not quite the word I'd use. Don't tell anyone you were in the shrine of the sea god. I'm sure glad I made it down from that cliff. I could have starved up there. Tabby wolfed down his snack and just asked for more. He must think we're here to feed him, I swear. Once Tabby finishes eating, I'm putting him right outside again. Okay. I guess there's not much else to do around here. So how misadventure was the quest to get these two home? You missed most of it. Not really that misadventure. Like, I needed to go to a monastery and get the specific ability, but the actual execution was pretty easy. I just bypassed one obstacle, and they went home, and then there was an optional dungeon where I got a gen. Right. Where do we go from here? Maybe I am supposed to pass through the Deccan Plateau. Like, it's literally just like one of them was stuck on a cliff. There wasn't really much else to it. Love is replaying Sudoku 2. I haven't bought a copy for the Switch. It's actually a remaster of 1 and 2, so you might lose up 1 and get all the 108 stars. So that the Sudoku 2 save stars from it will be able to benefit from Sudoku 1 Placid. It's kind of weird how Placid it's sort of become, you know, a synonym for 100% completion nowadays. Yeah, I think I need to get through this. It's nice to have a short word for it, however on a choice it may be. Notice you've vaguely heard of it, you think, but not often. Yeah. Because I think, it's specific from like, is it Xbox or PlayStation's trophy system? Hey Quattro, how you doing today? Notice you think it's from Xbox, but you could be wrong. Fair enough. Kinda sick. Ah, sorry to hear that. I'm still recovering a bit myself. Cough effects, apparently. So I guess the order I was meant to do everything in was the monastery, then the sea shrine, then the plateau. What am I up to? Just running around out here in the game just now. Okay, so basically I need to find my way to the mainland, so I guess I need to pass through this plateau. It's a fun way to say, you know, plateau. I think I actually learned that word from the original Pokemon, because the final area was called the Indigo Plateau. And when you think about it, a plateau is kind of a cool concept. Like, literally it's a mountain, the top of which is flattened out, creating an well, you know, just like an area. separated from the rest of the world. Maxting makes me think of Simpo gear. I think the most prominent use for Plasso was the original The Lost World by Sir Conan Doyle. Because the the Plasso was the explanation for why dinosaurs are up there and nowhere else. You never actually read it? I'll be honest with you. I've read it once, but I mostly remember the BBC adaptation of it, which, to be honest, makes it a lot better, improves it in quite a few ways. Like, there's actual woman character with interesting plot lines in it. And other such wild innovations. Always wondered, is the colour of the screen when you use signs you randomised, or? Yeah, that is a significant improvement. Also, the native aren't racist caricatures. Well, Maxting. Oh boy, gender neutral. Yeah. It's still not ideal, but they actually sort of give them some characterization of their own. Okay, looks like it's a jumping puzzle for me. Heck of a lot easier when I've already dealt with the gin. You think the last time you read Doyle, you may be reading The Sign of Bull, and the pygmy character was a pretty crass caricature, you feel? Yeah. This is where I am. Maxting. Wells was cool. Oh yeah, H.G. Wells. Okay, yeah. So I guess it's upstairs. The time machine. Yeah, the Victorian era was basically the height of foreign peoples being treated as mysterious. Maxting, of course, the War of the Worlds was just plain spooky as well as great commentary. Oh yeah, literally anti-colonialist. Because like any good science fiction or horror story, it's basically what if people were doing colonialism to us. You're well. Okay, we've unlocked a shortcut. Socialists had some damn good writers back then. Well, that's changed. Yeah. As They Might Be Giants said, the communists have the music. And we're on the other side. What have we got here then?
Look, it's Minardi's ship.
Well, ship happens. Maxting, for example, Mac the knife. Not familiar. It doesn't look like they sailed here though. Of course not. They were killed at the lighthouse, weren't they?
Do you think it could have drifted here?
Yep. The Three Penny Opera was a riot. Yeah, unfortunately again, not familiar, so... I guess I'll have to look that one up.
Yes, Brioche, that would be logical.
If we just had that thingy Saturos had, we could just take their boats. For all we know, the orb is at the bottom of the sea with them.
Well, there's no point in hanging around here all day. Let's go see about finding ourselves a ship we can use.
Oh, we can still pillage the ship. Okay, puddle of water. Guess we're coming back here with a Mercury adept. I actually remember the Mercury adept in this game being a pretty neat character. Maxting. Well, the shark has pretty teeth, dear, and he shows them pearly white. Just a jackknife hazmat heath, dear, and he keeps it out of sight. When the shark bites with his teeth, dear, scarlet willows to start to shed. Fancy gloves, though, hazmat heath, dear, so that's not a trace of red. Some sort of outlaw / highwayman, I assume. Yeah, I should print off a gen guide for this game, just so I don't miss them. I need that 100% completion. I need it in my bones. Ooh, repair. Okay, what we got up here then? Indra Cavern. Notice, was Sinatra a commie or was Mac the Knife originally by someone else? Maxting? Nope, Mac the Knife was written by Bertolt Brecht, a socialist playwright in the 1920s. It was translated and spread in English by Louis Armstrong, the jazz musician. Interesting. Brioche examined the stone tablet. Oh, this is how you get new summons. Brioche can now summon Zangan. To summon Zangan, 1 Venus and 1 Mars. Standby gen are needed. Okay, let's set that up then. Maxting the Three Penny Opera, which the original Moritas is in, is a somewhat farcical romp in German. Okay. Okay, some poor beastie we've pardon me, run into is going to have the shock of its life. Okay, Zagan, Earth's Mice and Flames. Maxting, personally your favourite is the 1931 film, but Raul Julia plays Mac in a more recent film that adheres close to the stage version. Huh. Oh hey, a lion guy. What, like a unicorn sort of thing? Maxting, you could basically sum it up as a villain song, which is used to introduce McKeith, the crime lord and protagonist. Okay, that's cool. So, level rogue sort of character, or... Yeah, sometimes you find Jin just as random encounters, you see. So is this kind of a mess with slime situation? A little. Like, they're not that hard to beat, but you do have to sort of find them. Generally, they're sort of in sort of separated out from the rest of the map areas. Basically, Jin are sort of an upgrade mechanic. So, in battle, if they're attached to a character, they give them a bunch of stat boosts. So you can see here, removing this Jin will cut this character's stats. You can also do in the middle odd combinations. For example, if I put a water Jin on this wind character, she basically changes class to Hermit and gets a bunch of different magic. And if I so yeah, I can sort of if I attach the water Jin to the earth elemental guy, he basically becomes like a plant guy. Not like a literal plant guy. Like, he gets plant-related abilities. And if we look here, putting Earth Jin on our Wind Girl here has really changed her class completely to basically like a lightning sort of person. Also similarly sort of nature themed. Oh yeah, so Jenna gets like the blast spells instead of fire spells, because obviously you're combining water and fire to get like steam. It's a really interesting mechanic because Rose also one of the field abilities, and it's pretty much the only way to get it. So you need it for some puzzles. It's one of those simple but very deep mechanics. Okay, got something here. Overall, we're looking for a ship. Godot and Cliffs. Hello, doggy.
Ruff, ruff. Dig here, you dig, ruff.
Okay, I need to remember that when I get something that lets me dig. Pardon me. I see a mushroom, but no badges. Oh, hey there.
We've been found. You wanna fight, punk?
No one's said anything about fighting yet. We haven't done anything to you. And if you think we did, then prove it. Hey, we're just here to finish what you guys started, okay? You guys are the one who rounded into our continent, so don't you forget. My family lost its entire store of food. Mum's wife gone in a flash. Well, we'll show these foreigners what happens when they mess with us. Our friend is from Kimbombo. Sorry, our friends from Kibombo are coming soon. When they get here, we'll all come say hello. It was a good raid, but after that, all that work, we didn't find a thing. What happened to those people who fled from the jail we broke into? My family... Okay. Hey, we're just here to finish what you guys started, okay? Wait, I already spoke to her, didn't I? I'm from Kimbombo. It's nice to meet you. Oh, tens were busted. They're on to us, I know it. We never should have launched that raid on Madrid without the others.
Hey, we're just out here camping. Yep, if you want good camping, go to Indra.
We're just here to, you know, see the sights and stuff. And once our Kimball warriors swarm over your town, we'll all be real good friends. Okay. So they're planning something nefarious. I think I need to come back with a water, or rather mercury adept, before I can do anything here. So, let's keep looking for a ship. For those not keeping track, there's 2 lighthouses in the world and I've got to light them. Oh no, a rat! Anything but a rat. That's one tough rat. Maxting, McKeith is marrying the daughter of the poorest man in London, a rich man whose wealth is built on a begging cartel. Basically, no one is able to beg on the streets without going through him, and having to pay for the privilege. They were also forced to conform to particular standards, pretending not to have one malady and simulating another, etc. Matt Keith is the leader of the criminal gang who's going legit by buying us a bank. But before that, his wedding, kidnapping a preacher to marry him, and his beloved Polly Peachum. Oh, I think I've actually heard of this. Oh wait, no, I was thinking of something else. Because I know there's like a famous sort of Victorian play about like a guy who tricks a woman into marrying him and then murders her and buries her by a red barn. And sorry, I coughed right into the mic there. Yeah, I might have to finish this. I can probably go longer. Okay, I haven't touched my tea. It's probably not helping. Maxting, definitely not. As far as I can tell, Mac and Polly are reasonably fond of each other, though he spends a lot of time cheating on her. Alright, yeah, because he's a bad guy. Bullhead. Nice. Okay, and I can head right round this way. You don't think that play has any good guys or heroes, but you think Polly would be the closest? Fair enough. I know there's a trope of the Pollyanna, which was named after some basic character or other, who just stayed relentlessly cheerful. Have I been here? Yep, that's Indra Cavern. Okay, I have no idea where I'm going then. Then again, Rex himself wrote The Last of Galileo in one of Galileo's. Cadra angrily cries out, "Unhappy is the land with no heroes," after he's forced to recant, and Tardy says, "No, unhappy is the land that needs heroes." I mean, that's true. Maxting, you think about that a lot, especially when people invest in a lot of feelings and turn out to be very flawed. Yeah, I think the last few years have taught me just, you know, don't have heroes. There hasn't been a single celebrity that I've been a fan of who hasn't done something horrendous, so... Oh, here we go. A place. Maxting, except for Peter S. Beagle. He's effing awesome. I have no idea who that is, but don't do it. Just don't. I literally said exactly the same thing about Neil Gaiman, and we know how that turned out. Natural drawbridge. Okay, I guess I'm not going this way. You want to come across here, you'll need permission from the town elder. Without permission, ain't no one's gonna cross this bridge, no matter what.
You there, hold your ground.
What seems to be the trouble?
Just wait there. They don't look like they're champer. I agree. Sorry for the delay, you may pass. What were you checking us for? Our town was sacked by pirates. They'd come to free their leader, Briggs. They came from the east, a small party, and we repelled them with ease. But then, foreigners struck from the west, exploiting a weak point near our prison. That's over now, though. Feel free to relax and enjoy your time here safely.
Oh, he wrote the Last Unicorn and the screenplay of the film. You suppose I might have a point? We may yet learn terrible things about him, and that'll be sad. Yeah, I mean, Jimmy Savile's crimes didn't come to light until long after his death. Okay, what have we got? Long sword, short sword, battle axe, mace. Better than the wooden stick. Okay, let's do some outfitting. Town Elder took off to deal with Briggs. I wonder where he is now. Everyone thinks Briggs has fled to the east after the breakout. I think that must be where the Elder went with the others. Don't touch that gem. The Elder gave us strict orders to protect it. Wish I knew why the Elder wanted us to protect this thing. Milady and I have been told to guard that jewel on the mantle. My father was opposed to arresting the man we found on the boat, but the townspeople were in an uproar about the champer and they locked him up. Until my father returns, I'll protect this gem with my life. Money. When the elder gets back, I'm sure he'll prove that young man innocent. Whenever Dad goes on his trips, he brings back presents. I wonder what he'll bring back this time. I hope he brings me a nice doll. I want a wooden one. Dad and Grandpa have gone to Xenia to look for Briggs. If Dad has to fight, I wonder if he'll go. He intends to find Briggs and prove that young man's innocence. Max saying you realise there's only so many ways to make an interface, but the interface of the shop strongly reminds you of Shining Force, or at least Shining Force 2. Yep, this is a Camelot game. Okay, how do I get to that chest? Eyes shining in the darkness. No, go away. Madra and Alpha took off in Xenia and have a long history together. Al-Hafre is a thriving seaport on the northern coast. Al-Hafre has long been a trade partner with Madra. I should go there one day. It's such an easy trip from North Xenia. In all this chaos, everyone here has forgotten to clean them. Sorry, has forgotten about Al-Hafre. Sure, it's all the way in Xenia. They're bound to have a boat or two. Wait a second. I'll bet Briggs is heading to Al-Hafre. Of course, that'll be the place to go if you're looking for a boat. I doubt the Champa could have come up with that plan on their own. I'm not even sure that strange boat we found up north is even theirs. It's not like the Champa to plan out elaborate strategies. I think the two raids are entirely coincidental. Earthquakes, power attacks, what a week. The new land bridges between the continents should bring more business. I hope this Champa don't come back for a rematch. No one was safe from the Champa, not even an innocent woman. I should learn to defend myself. Arena's quite safe. The Champa themselves couldn't fight their way in. Actually, I think it was just that the Champa knew we didn't have anything worth stealing. I wonder how they knew. A pot of masala tea is boiling on the stove. It's full of milk. It has a nice sweet smell. It's driving me crazy. Okay, they actually called chai tea by the proper name. Amazing. Because of course, as you know, chai tea is named, well, it's in Indian, well, I keep forgetting what the language is. One of the Indian languages is called masala chai. We call it chai tea, but the word chai just means tea, and it's masala that meant spiced. Same as in chicken tikka masala. I'm glad my partner and I weren't injured when the champer attacks. We're fine because our karma is good. Only people with bad karma got hurt, I bet. What a bunch of assholes. We're heading to Toby. We hear there's a tournament there called Colosso. I'm Morgan, and this is Decker. We're gonna compete, and we're gonna win. Hey, if you see a gladiator named Bread, give him a message for me. If he's thinking about going to Colosso this year, he doesn't stand a chance of winning. Haha, so they remembered I won in the first game. That's pretty cool. I slept right through the pirate raid. It's too bad too. I'd have given this virus the thumping of a lifetime. Oh wait, these were the these were the people I beat at Colosso. Nia gets, you got to go, thanks to the stream. Thanks for dropping by. Good luck with your own stream. I was hiding under my bed the whole time, but I'm not about to tell him that. We're fine because our karma is good. Okay, jerk. The gladiator who takes the prize in Colosso has quite a reputation as a warrior. Mercenaries get a lot more jobs when they've got a good reputation. We fought in Colosso last year, but we lost to some weasel little kid named Bread. We're after revenge, so we've been out on a risky journey to increase our fighting strength. Oh yeah, if I recall correctly, they're actually an optional boss. $12 coins? Inflation gone mad. This chap Curse dug a hole here to sneak into Madra. And to think, it was just a decoy so they could break into the prison. What a crazy plan. Ooh, catacombs. I got someone to show me around inside. It's just a really big hole. Nobody could dig that much in such a short time without us noticing, you'd think. I'm not sure the champer actually dug this hole. Oh yeah, it's literally called the catacombs. So someone, like they were already there. Well, hello there. Train B. Oh, my favourite transformer. Okay, I know a dungeon when I see one. Look upon me with eyes of truth, then the door will open. Okay, I'll probably have to have reveal then. How do I get to that chest then? My partner was guarding the prison. When the champer attacked, he was so scared he ran off. Disgraceful. I miss my partner. It's a shame he turned tail and ran off like that, but who knows? Maybe I would have done the same thing in his place. My friend was on guard duty when Briggs' men attacked. Who would let a menace like Briggs go free? Wonder how many of the raiders are actually champer. We took the unconscious guy from the boat and tossed him in jail. He keeps saying he's not champer though. It looks looked into that man's eyes. He looked so serene and calm. No one with such pretty eyes could be a liar. I don't care what the elder says. That prisoner is filthy champ of scum. Until someone proves otherwise, I say them rot. I'll never forgive those dogs for what they've done to our village. Okay, you're kind of a jerk. Admit it, you're one of the champer, aren't you, Piers? Speak, or let your silence condemn you. I told you already, I'm not a champer. Then where'd you come from? The heart of the Eastern Sea. If I told you where, you'd never believe me. Look at me when I'm talking to you. You trying to mock me? I implore you, do not anger me. Oh, do you? So what's going to happen if I can make you angry? Hey, Shin, maybe you should go easy on him. Hey, wasn't it your girlfriend who got hurt? I'm sorry she was injured, but I cannot. Yeah, something like that, no less. And yeah, many famous liars have had pretty eyes. Maxting, you confess that if you find someone attractive, you're a little too easy to fall in regards to them. Yeah, not fair. I don't want your sympathy, freak. I want you to get angry for me. Stop. Even my patience has its limits. Hey, don't you want to see what he'll do? I think we should just stop. If my words will not cool your temper, then. Yep, here's our Mercury Adept. Oh, that was Psy-energy. Plop. Yeah, I keep forgetting to switch the poll off, as is my tradition. Did you do that? What did your friend expect? You monster. I am no monster. Help. Exactly. Quote number 305. Oh god, there's a poll. You know what, I'm going to start being a little shit. This man, he must be an adept. You're right, we only know what we just saw. Perhaps we should try to learn a little more about him. When will that kindly elder return and end my imprisonment? I have no time to wait. I do not want to have to hurt anyone. Why did I use my Psy-energy in anger? I must maintain control. My actions should never cause regret. I sent someone using Psy-energy. That person, could he? No, he is not of my people. When will I be freed? Oh, nothing in the jar. Nothing in the barrel. And nothing in the other jar. Maxting, but Freed is a totally different character. As Piers escapes. Oh, I'm so relieved. So Piers hasn't escaped. If he had escaped, the Elder would no longer be able to protect him. But from the look of things, it seems there was a scuffle. The cell is in disarray. What happened in there, I wonder? It seems Piers is a man of many mysteries. Not least of which being that boat he arrived in. Oh, you there. You look like travellers. Milady, no, it's not the time to be speaking with strangers. It's alright. This one has such kind eyes. Oh my god, she is way too easy to persuade. When did you arrive, and where are you going?
My lady, please.
Are you going to Orsenia? Apparently. I knew it. One requires permission to cross the bridge to Orsenia, correct? Then I hereby grant my permission to these 4 travellers. Relay that message at once. I might have to call this in a bit. You may all continue your journey and cross into Orsenia. Just because my throat's getting a bit sore. Well, not my throat specifically, but my lungs are getting tickly again. Thanks for the posture check, Maxine. Okay, needed that. Ooh, random trivia. I had some written down. Oh yeah. Ink-cap mushrooms will not kill you directly, but will inhibit, as with several other species of mushrooms, will inhibit your ability to process alcohol to the point a glass of wine can be lethal. Notice there's also redeemed hydrate, thank you.
Was I just dreaming when that chef device appeared?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was all just a dream.
Even if we tried to tell someone what we saw,
Who would believe us? I think I'll just guard him from out here, where it's safe.
we took that unconscious guy from the boat and just tossed him in jail. He keeps saying he's not Champa though.
It's all just a dream. Maybe if I keep saying it, maybe I'll believe it.
My saw bottom tells me it was all real, but I'm not about to say that out loud. How do I get up there? Brioche looked in the oven. There's a chicken curry slowly simmering on the stove. Judging from the smell and the deep red colour, it must have a lot of tomatoes in it. Maxing, that's great trivia. Glad you liked it. I'm sure there's at least one murder mystery that used it.
But the round of ground in the cove out east looks like a normal ship almost. I'm not sure a boat like that can even sail. Didn't even have any oars. How does it move? I don't get. They say that boat belongs to the Champa. I keep telling them that boat looks like no Champa ship I've seen. That boat's far sturdier and far more sleek than any Champa could build.
Smoke bomb. If I could walk to Orsenia, I'd like to see Ezrock, out near Gara. It's like all 3 continents got together to form a supercontinent. Now Madria's pinned between 2 continents. People from Godowin can walk here to visit. What fun!
That big wave moved the whole continent of Indra south to the south. Now we're sandwiched between 2 continents of Gondowan and Orsenia.
Everything happened so suddenly. The earth moved and everything fell down. It's going to take me forever to clean up. Everything's on the floor and all my dishes are broken. What a chore.
A wave big enough to move a continent is a terrible portent. Could the legendary beast of the deep have awakened? If the mythical sea creature is awakened, we're all in trouble. The legends say that only one armed with an enchanted trident can kill it.
Oh yeah, there's this whole mystery, like with hints all over the place about, finding well, I won't spoil it, but it's a whole thing later in the game. How do I get this gin then? No? Do you come here over the Dickon Plateau? Yeah, you must have seen that boat that grounded in the cave, right? Yep. I hear it was a champer boat, and on it they found an unconscious champer. So they nabbed him, of course, and they tossed him in our jail. Who was it that told me the champer boat was damaged? Doesn't matter, but I bet Briggs went to Oceania to find himself a new boat. A wave that moves the very earth? This is no act of man, but certain forces do move in mysterious ways. The raid was just another part of the test. It must have been. We must pass this test. Now's the time to be strong. Come, join hands and let us give thanks. If this is a test, please give us a sign. We are your flock. Do with us as you will. Yeah, that would have been a lot more ominous in Breath of Fire 2, I think. Let me guess, you want a boat, right? Look, after I told the last guy, the tidal wave went and ruined all our boats. It's sort of a problem that the tidal wave destroyed our boats, but the tidal wave sort of solved the problem too. Now all three continents are wedged together, and we don't really need boats.
The lands to the south of Godwin are full of barbarians, I'm told. The Kimbo Wombo are warlike, but they live far off in the centre of Godwin. I can't imagine they'll come all the way here.
Brioche looked in the oven. There are some potatoes boiling in the pot. Maybe they're making a potato salad. Indra is in indirect contact with Seven Godwin. Will we be safe? Yep. You just tried to make me feel better. You didn't have a clue, do you? Well, I guess everyone here is really upset the continent's touched. Just let the continents kiss, damn it. Thank you for the quote, Nihilus. I guess we can't get that gin yet. I mean, we'll probably need to come back to rescue Piers, so...
Yeah, we heard about you already. If you're going to Osenia, you better get moving. Al-Hafra is up along the northeast of Osenia. You'll see it eventually.
Okay, free we go then. Osenia Cliffs.
This is a Champa boat. You can see their flag there on their mark on the flag there. They must have been run aground here by that tidal wave. I guess even if they did free brigs, they would have been able to go back out to sea.
Oh, sucks to be them. Sword. Lightblade unleashes Dreamtide. Nice. To Jenna then. Exactly, Maxty.
Yarr.
Oh hey, what's Pirate's favourite programming language? Now, you might think it's
Java.
but yep, a pirate's first love is always the sea. Look at all the damage. That wave must have been gigantic. I wonder how many Champa died in the wreck. They still have enough men to dig that hole and attack Madra, and enough to form 2 attack parties too.
Wait, if this is the Champa ship, that must mean Piers is the Champa. So why does the Elder still need Briggs to clear his name? Briggs must be trying to get a new ship in Al-Hafra. I hope the Elder finds him first.
Yep, good guess, Maxty. Okay, we've got some kobolds, we've got a troll. Oh yeah, these are like classical dog-like kobolds. So we're frequently seen in anime. Which is basically because apparently earlier editions of D&D used sort of dog-like kobolds, and those are the ones that got exported to Japan. Maxting, not yours, but what's Pirate's favourite letter? R. But his first love is the sea. Maxting, a letter of Marquis reprisal, which granted treatment as a prisoner of war captured, providing the former pirate turned over a proportion of his prizes to the Lucian government. Ah, yeah. A letter of Marquis, making a pirate a privateer. Troll recovers 10 HP, which shouldn't be allowed. bridge is broken. Damn it, end this. Stop causing trouble. I just need to go to Garland and save the Princess Broken Cross. Oddly enough, my character in Keith's new project is based on Garland, because he's basically got us playing. I don't want to talk too much about it because it's basically going to be a pre-recorded TTRPG thing. But basically, we're playing as pistachios of different video game bosses. So next character is Dr. Placenta Man, is the Dr. Eggman, and I will not talk about that. I'm playing as Braid, you know, as opposed to Garland. And what I've done is basically, ooh, a dinosaur. Obviously Garland was a knight, so I've basically created a rogue. Guess I've gone in a bit of a circle here. Okay, June time looks pretty cool. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Have I ever played Star Ocean? Yeah, I think I played the original, but I didn't really get along with it. Because there was a Game Boy Advance port of it. Oh wait, no, that was Fantasy Star. No, I've never played Star Ocean. But that's the one of the ones where basically the big twist at the end is that they discover they're in an MMORPG. Sort of like a reverse Sword Art Online thing. Where they realise they're NPCs. Not in the first game, certainly. Okay, never mind. That might have been a second game thing then. Or I might be thinking of another game entirely. Oh, that's a much more recent installment. Okay. Okay, we're nearly in the next town, so I might call it there. You've heard of that twist, but it's pretty far into the series. Oh, okay. Mikasala. Sounds delicious. It's been a long time since we had any visitors in Mikasala. You've only played the Super Famicom one on an emulator on your phone. Okay. I've never played it at all, so... weirdly specific experience, but it's kind of wild to look down and see my boobs purple. Next thing, you will see the Super Famicom version is very buggy. You love it, but you keep a bug list open. Fair enough. Anyone else remember the days of just playing through games with a printout of Korean U? You know, well, sorry, a Game for Keys guide printed out in Korean U. And thank you everyone for using the TASMR emoji. Well, I think I might have to call it here because I'm getting a bit of a headache. Hopefully, by the end of the, well, hopefully I'll have improved a bit more Wednesday. Maxing, you did recently try out the original Fantasy Star for the Sega Master System, and it has its charms, but that dungeon can bite your ass. Fair enough. Yeah. Basically, my lungs are sort of tickly, so I keep wanting to cough even though there's nothing to cough up. A non-productive cough, as they call it. Which is really annoying, because even though like the general bloating head has passed, the shock keeps giving me a headache. Well, anyways, let's find someone to raid. Oh yeah, the bit of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire with the Reggies. Basically, they did actually include it in the guidebook here, but apparently it was excluded from the North America release for some reason. They deliberately chose Braille because the devs actually wanted kids to learn Braille. Because they thought it was important, which, you know, fair enough. Although I'm not entirely sure anyone remembered Braille from it, you know. Let's see. Nettie's playing. Thank goodness you're here. Noah's doing just chatting. Oh, Neo was in the chat earlier, so let's give Neo a raid. Yeah. It's kind of like more kids learning sign language. It's definitely a good thing. How long's my ears been folded? No wonder it hurt. Oh, anyway. Thanks for dropping by. Hopefully I'll see you all on Monday. Thursday I'll be on Keith's channel for some more Lancer, so that'll be fun. Friday, I don't know, who knows. Maybe I'll stream some demos if I feel up to it. And yeah, that's it for today. Sorry it's been a bit of a short one, but yeah, I'm sure I'll feel better by next week. And yeah, we are raiding in 3, 2, 1, let's go. And if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and all that.